There we go. Looks like we're gonna get this stream running. Man, don't you just love normal technology? Don't you just love the fact that, these things happen? Anyway, well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have joined us at a very cool evening because tonight is my return to streaming. That's right. Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Detroit. The doctor is in. I'd like to welcome you watching, and for those in the future watching as well, because tonight we have 2 races we're going to be doing. Not 1, but 2 races. And it's going to be a lot of fun because tonight we're going to be doing some super late model racing, and then it's all going to culminate with a race in the SRX division. This should be a lot of fun. So let's just go ahead and get this off the screen, and now we'll get into the game itself. Remember how to use these controls again. There we go. Oops, hold on. I just realized that the text is still up there. Let me get rid of that really quick. There we go. Alright. Alright, so, welcome. This is SRX the game, and this will be our first race that we'll be doing for tonight. We'll be running in these things, which are known as super late models. And this should be a fun race tonight. The way this is going to work is very simple. We'll be doing 25 laps in this race, and then we'll go to the SRX division and we'll run a race over there. So let's go have some fun, and let's go ahead and get things rolling. So we're going to go to Lucas Oil Raceway for our 2 events. This is a historic track. It's 7/10 of a mile. And this should be a lot of fun. This will be my first super late model race, so hopefully we do pretty good with this. But anyway, hope you guys are enjoying it. This will also possibly be my last stream using OBS, because there is something called Streamlabs that I want to use. So, anyway, let's go ahead and go to Lucas Oil. We need to qualify first for the 25 lapper, so that's what we're going to do first. Let me go ahead and announce this in the main server that I'm in. There we go. This should be a fun one, I hope.
Thanks for coming out to support us here at Lucas Oil Raceway. We've got some exciting racing on tap for you today.
Yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go qualify the car, and then we'll do the race. So it'll be 2 laps of qualifying, and this should be pretty simple to do. So let me just get my phone somewhere near here so I can see if anybody pops into the chat. And here we go. So we have 1 warm-up lap here, and then we'll do our 2 timed laps. As you can see, the pole time here is a 19.429. See if we can. Let's see what we can do here. So here we go, lap number 1. And basically, I'm trying to fill the void from when NASCAR and IndyCar have the time off because of the Olympics. So off of the final corner, up to the front straightaway. Let's see where this puts us. Ooh, 1/10 of a second off the pole. 19.51, I think, is what I saw there. Here we go into turn 3 and 4. Let's see if we can improve and put ourselves on the pole. Do we do it? No! We were a little slower that time, so we qualified 4th for this race. Let's see, how much off were we? Yeah, not that far off. But anyway, folks, it's time to get this thing underway. So 25 laps will make up the running. There's no stage racing in this one, but it should be a lot of fun. So, if you're ready, and you look ready, there's a fly in here, so that means it's probably going to buzz by the mic if it does that. So if you hear it, it's probably that. Alright everyone, here we go.
This should be a great race. The feature is what it's all about.
So we start 4th in our number 46 car, which is a tribute to Richard Petty, paint-wise. But here we go. 25 laps will make up the running, and it's green! Ooh, I got a little bit loosey-goosey there. Going to turn number 1 and 2. Keep an eye out there for that car of Bell. I'm gonna go ahead and put up this so we can see where we are. And right now we're stuck on the high side, trying to get down towards the bottom, because that's where I know we're going to make up the most time. We're also using the cockpit view here. Ooh, made a little contact with somebody behind us. Up into 3rd we go. Now, one thing to note is that this car does not have a setup underneath it. It's just a simple setup. Only thing I did was loosen the car up a little bit, because they start you off super tight. And oh yeah, no pit stops in these races, so... Wow, us, the top 3, have really pulled away from the field. Here we go, down below Samantha Bell, and we will take over the 2nd position. And now we're going to be chasing down Eddie Crawford. These cars are a lot of fun to play with, especially with the fact that they only do short tracks and everything. But let's see if we can close the gap here on Crawford as we get a little loose there. Jeez. 20 laps to go. Boy, we're having all kinds of loose issues here. Just want to get closer down to the bottom. But also, I'm kind of biding my time a little bit, because I don't really want to pass too soon and then be in the catbird seat. So we're gonna just run out a few laps here and see what happens. But right now we're doing pretty good. Give him a little bump. Say hello. How are ya? Come on. There we go. You know, I'm looking at the stream right now, and it's actually running smooth with OBS, but definitely we'll be going to Streamlabs for the next stream, which I'm not sure what the next stream will be. Okay, right here, this is where we could get him, right here. Hold it down near the bottom, and not quite. He's got a little bit better forward bite off the corner. Don't hit him. Let's see if we can get him down here. Not really. Now we might come into some lap traffic. I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. So now we'll just kind of bide our time a little bit back here. Now let's see if we can try a little higher line. Doesn't look like that's gonna help us at all. We just gotta get past Eddie Crawford here. We got 14 laps to go. Ooh, got right up against him right there. Just a nice little love tap. Go right underneath. Feather that gas. That time we led that lap, and now we've taken over the race lead. So now the next question is, can we hold it off? Oh, here comes Eddie down near the bottom. Down near the bottom, he's coming. Oh, got into me a little bit. Oh, let's not wreck each other here. 12 laps to go. Ooh, we're bumping into each other a little bit. And we do have some lap traffic coming up, so we may have to use those cars to our advantage. There we go. Now we have the race lead. And for those wondering, the difficulty level, this is on hard. So it's a hard difficulty, but now we have the race lead with 10 to go. And this car is really doing good. I really like the way this is handling. But right now, we are just right away from second place. Because now we have the track all to ourselves, except for some of these lap cars getting in our way, so we'll have to do short work of them. There we go. Now we'll get past 24th place here. There we go, past car number 8, with 8 laps to go. And these laps click off pretty quickly. I mean, you can see right here that we're already to the end of this super late model race. But usually their races are fairly short. However, when we do SRX, we're going to up it a little bit. We're going to up the lap count a little bit for that. Smooth sailing down here at the bottom. We now have a 2-second lead ahead of Eddie Crawford. And now we'll be coming to just 6 laps to go. 6 to go at the line. Ooh, these lap down cars are really gonna screw me over a little bit. But at least they're allowing me to go through. And it looks like Eddie Crawford is also battling those cars as well. All he would need right now is a caution to get past us. Let's see here. Hi, Chase. If Streamlabs is being asked, if OBS is being asked, well, Streamlabs was the one being an ass earlier, but then I had to basically recalibrate everything. But now it's working. So, and it runs smooth too now. Built up a 3-second lead over Eddie Crawford as we wind down this super late model race. But don't go anywhere, folks, because coming up next, we'll be going SRX racing. We'll be going SRX racing, and before we even go into that race, I'll give you guys a little background on what that series is. But here we go, 2 laps of racing to go, this time by. Beautiful, beautiful. So now here we come off of turn 2. We have a couple of cars in front of us, but that's not going to harm us. So white flag this time by. White flag right now. And unless we make some big boo-boo, I think we're going to end up winning this race. And this would be my first ever Super Late Model Series win and first ever Super Late Model Series race. So here we go, everybody, coming off of the final corner. After a great battle with Eddie Crawford, we take home the victory. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see the replay really quick for those that just came in. Let me see. There it is. So here's the highlights of our escapade that we just did. See, we did pretty well here, and we pretty much got caught up on the high side, but then we slowly were able to make our way towards the front. I need some water. Alright. I walked over 2.4 miles today. Pokemon Go is hell of a drug. Yeah. I guess it is. Alright. So we took home the victory here in I almost said O'Reilly Raceway Park, but yeah, there we go. There's the rest of the finishing order from the race we did. As you can see, only 15 cars finished on the lead lap because we lapped a few of them. Alright, so we finished that event, and now we're going to go into a very tiny break before we go into SRX, and I'll use this opportunity to explain what SRX is to you folks. So SRX is a lot of fun. It's these cars, and let me talk a little bit about this. So, there was a series called IROC that raced from like the 1970s into the 80s, into the 90s, and then it wrapped up in 2006, and it folded. This series is kind of like a short track version of IROC, and as you guys can see, we have a bunch of different names, as well as our car here. This is going to be our monster that we'll be using. But let me show you who we're going to be in the field with. We'll be with Marco Andretti, who is a former IndyCar driver, the son of Michael Andretti and the grandson of Mario Andretti. Greg Biffle, former NASCAR Cup Series driver. He's had plenty of wins. Scott Bloomquist, who is a dirt champion. I don't know if we're going to meet him in this, but we'll see. Brian Brown, similar deal. I believe he does a lot of dirt races. We have 4-time Indy 500 Series champion Helio Castroneves. 4-time Indy 500 IndyCar Series champion Helio Castroneves, and he'll be fun to play with. Doug Colby in that number 10 car. He's another short track veteran. Bill Elliott, awesome Bill from Dawsonville. He'll be in the race with us. He's also a 2-time NASCAR champion, and he holds the track record at Daytona and Talladega at over 210 miles an hour. Luke Fernhaas, I don't know if we'll see him in the race, but He's another short track king. Ernie Francis Jr. is from a series called Trans Am, and he actually won at this place, I believe, earlier this year. So we'll have to go through him. Tony Kanaan, who is a IndyCar champion and 2013 Indy 500 winner, driving that beautiful 48 car. Usually his car was like this dark pink kind of color, but instead he's got like a pink deal there. We also have Bobby Labonte. He's the 2000 NASCAR Winston Cup Series champion, and he retired from the Cup Series, but he's now racing in other divisions. We have Willie T. Ribbs. He is the first African-American IndyCar driver to make the Indianapolis 500 back in '91, and he's also made some other starts and appearances as well. Bobby Santos III. He's another veteran in the short track areas. I don't know if we'll see him in the race, but we'll have to wait and see. Then of course there's Scott Speed. He doesn't do all the races. In fact, he didn't do all the races. He only did like 2 of them this year. But Scott Speed's a former NASCAR driver. Tony Stewart is a former 3-time NASCAR Cup Series champion. He owns Stewart-Haas Racing and also helped make this series with veteran crew chief Ray Everham. Cody Swanson, he almost won an SRX race this year, but we'll probably see him racing. Paul Tracy, a former IndyCar Series driver, tends to wreck a lot and tends to wreck other people. And then we have the 2-time Daytona 500 champion, Michael Waltrip. We will definitely be seeing Paul Tracy and Michael Waltrip out on track. So this is our weapon that we're going to be using, and this time we're going to up the ante a little bit when it comes to the races. Now, let's see. We're going to Lucas Oil, but I'm going to do something really quick. We're going to make the race a little bit longer. We're going to go 50% distance. As you can see, we have the difficulty up on 97, which is about where I want it to be, because if we go up to 99 or 100, then the cars just start lapping you at like 2 seconds a lap faster. So as you can see, it says 27-minute main event, but we basically count the laps. So before we get started, let me talk about the format for this. There's no qualifying for this in a way. There's going to be 2 heat races, which I believe are about 5 minutes or so. Race 1, or Heat 1, is set up via random draw, so I don't know where we're going to start. And wherever we finish in Heat 1, for Heat 2, the field is inverted, which means that if we won the thing, we start 12th, and vice versa. And then after Heat 2 will come the main event. So this should be a lot of fun. I need some water really quick. Give me 1 second to take care of that. Alright. So if y'all are ready, let's go ahead and get started. It should be a lot of fun because that late model race was a lot of fun as well.
We're live in Brownsburg, Indiana today, just outside of Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Raceway. Today's race features the superstar racing experience. We've got an amazing field of former champions, very anxious to get out there and show us what they can do, so let's get right to it.
The voice you're hearing is Alan Beswick. So we're going to skip practice. We're going to have a kind of a loose race car here. Let's see if we can take our 24 machine to the front. I don't know where we're going to start, but we'll find out in 3, 2, 1.
Time for Heat 1 to get underway. We set the starting grid by way of the draw.
And it looks like we're going to be... Oh, wow. We're going to be at the very back. Well, here we go. Last to first challenge. Here we go. Green flag. That's what I thought. It was going to be a 6-minute heat race, so let's keep an eye on everything and see how far we can go up. So we'll keep it down here near the bottom. Easy. Don't get into Willie T. Ribs, please, whatever you do. We're already up into the 6th position. Now we just got to get around Tony Kanaan and Elio Castro-Navis. Elio is stuck on the high side, so he will let us get through. And now we just gotta catch up and get with these folks. Alright. Oh, come on. Also, I noticed too that some of the pieces of wing on some of these cars are kind of like bobbing up and down a little bit. I'm not sure what that's all about. Alright, now we can go down underneath, try to get past Tony Kanaan. That didn't work very well. And now we got Elio Castroneves behind us. The leader right now is that number 22 car. I believe that would be Bobby Santos. So we gotta figure out how to get around Tony Kanaan, because he's not making it easy for us at all. As we got about 4.5 minutes left in heat number 1. Oof, yikes. Alright, let's see. Let's get right below. See if we can get past Tony Kanaan. Can we make it stick here? Oh, we sure can. So now we're going to be working on Marco Andretti and Michael Waltrip up ahead of us. Ooh, they slipped up the racetrack a little bit. Oh, trouble! Michael Waltrip and Marco Andretti have crashed. Oof. Are you going to get sick? I don't know. I mean, if the cat is feral, if it was a feral cat, then you might want to get that checked out, Chase. So we did have a little bit of an issue there with Marco Andretti and Michael Waltrip, but that put us on the outside. And just as I thought, Bobby Santos is in this race. Let's see if we can get back down towards the bottom. Marco Andretti is going to be right there behind us. Whoa, easy. Now we got 3.5 minutes left in heat number 1. Now let's see if we can try and get around Bobby Santos. But remember, even if we do get around him, once this race is done, the field is inverted. So we may just actually hang here for a little bit. Ooh, got a little bit high. I see Ernie Francis Jr. in the background there. He's coming up quick. And so is Tony Stewart. We gotta be careful, because if Tony Stewart gets by us, then our race is over. Pretty much, because I don't know why, but they make Tony Stewart's car super OP in this field. I don't know why. So maybe we have to get around Bobby Santos here. There we go. See that? I was able to hold the bottom a little bit better. So now we go into the race lead. But can we hold it? That's the real question. We got 2.5 minutes left in heat number 1. Yeah, bee stings are worse. I've never been stung by a bee, but I know that they are kind of bad. So now we're going to be under 2 minutes remaining here as we continue to gap Bobby Santos and Ernie Francis Jr. I'm going to change my line a little bit and go up high here and see if I can preserve some tires. We're running on Goodyear tires, by the way, but they're not the same type of tires that NASCAR uses. They're a completely different compound, as now Ernie Francis Jr. is now gone to second place. So we'll have to keep an eye on him, because we may have to deal with him later in the race. And let's go ahead and change the camera view really quick so you guys can see what this car looks like as it's going around the track. And also watch my line really carefully too, because I'm running up high, but I'm also kind of like inward diamonding the track a little bit. And I can see Ernie Francis getting bigger and bigger in my rearview mirror, so I need to like hunker down here and really keep it on the bottom. Here's the roof cam. You can see we're going really quick. Alright, now here's the cool part. We have under 55 seconds remaining in this deal, or in this heat race. When the clock reaches 0, you will see it say 2 to go and then white flag. So once we get to that position, that means there'll be 2 laps to go in this heat, followed by the white flag lap, and then we'll be done with heat number 1, and we'll go into heat number 2, which will work very similar to heat number 1. So since changing my line, Ernie Francis Jr. is getting smaller in our rearview mirror, so this is going to be pretty good for us. Easy does it. So now we got 18 seconds remaining, which means once we come here into the backstretch, or out of turn number 4, we will see 2 laps of racing to go. So watch the clock on the top left. 3, 2, 1. 2 laps of racing to go. And then it goes the white flag. How do you know the difference between feral or not? Feral cats tend to be a little bit more aggressive. Non-feral cats trust humans more. So here we go, coming out of the final corner, and we will win heat number 1. Yes! So we got heat number 1, there's the finishing order from the deal. Wow, Elio Castroneves went way back to 12th, but that means he gets to start on the front for the next heat. So here we go, everybody, heat number 2. 5 minutes in this heat, let's see what happens. And it's green, green, green. Ooh, had to back off the gas a little bit there because everybody's all bunched up. So let's see how well we can carve our way up for the field. There's Ernie Francis Jr. below us. In front of us is Bobby Santos and Marco Andretti as we hit the wall a little bit. God, I just could not get down to the bottom. But let's try it now. Here we go. Down to the bottom we go. In the lead is Paul Tracy, which is probably one of the rarest times I'll ever say that in this game. There's Tony Stewart above us. We can't really do much with him, but I think we're going to take it 3 wide as we now make our way into the 8th position. Can we get Willie T. Ribs here? I had to back off the gas because I thought we were going to hit. I don't know why everybody's rear ends. Oh, Jesus! I don't know what happened there, but yikes. I don't know what happened there, but holy cow. Either we got some contact or something, I don't know. But now that means we're going to have to really work our way back towards the front. Now, if we don't win heat number 2, it's okay because we put somewhere in the main race. But I think we can catch up with everybody. Let's see what we can do. We only have like 4.5 minutes remaining in this race, so we'll see what happens. Strange how Tony Stewart is all the way back there. But I really want to finish ahead of Tony Stewart if at all possible. Now, this stream looks like it's probably going to be shorter than usual because these races take very little time to do. But I think next week we'll probably do some more streaming. In fact, what I'm thinking is maybe the next stream that we do is probably going to be a redo of our Bounty Hunter stream, because I think I figured out some fudge. Figured out something. Why did I hit the wall like that? Because I figured out something that we can do with it. God, if this was the real deal, my car would be junk. So right now you can see we're closing the gap on Tony Stewart and Elio Castroneves, so we should be able to get past them. Up in the front is the 18 car, which I believe that is Bobby Labonte up there. 3.5 minutes left in heat number 2. We're definitely catching these folks. So now we're getting closer. There's Elio. Elio will now be in our clutches here in a few seconds. I think we're going to run out of time trying to get towards the front, but let's see if we can post a good finishing spot. Okay, so here we go, right up behind Elio. See if we can go underneath Castroneves here. Oh, he closed the door on us. Up ahead is Willie T. Ribs and Tony Stewart. Let's see what we can do. We can use a little draft there from Willie T. Ribs to get around Castroneves. 2.5 minutes remain in this. Oh boy. Don't run into Tony Stewart, whatever the hell you do. Now we'll get underneath Willie T. Ribs, not quite. But we'll keep on him until we get to this corner. Turn 3 and 4, hard in the gas. And there, we got him. Alright, with 1.5 minutes remaining, let's see. Paul Tracy is now in front of us. Ooh, easy there, buddy. Easy does it. Alright, almost 1.5 minutes remaining. Let's see if we can get past Paul Tracy here. There we go. He slipped up the track, so that'll promote us into the 8th position here by the next corner. We will take it. Oop, almost. He's trying his best to go onto the outside. Doesn't get it. But we get it. Almost 1.5 minutes gone. Now I can set my sights on Tony Kanaan and Marco Andretti in front of us. If we can place in the top 5, that would be great. But I think we're going to come up just a little shy. So here we go, down into the corner. Ooh, gave Tony Kanaan just the tiniest little bump there. I don't want to mess with him too much. So we'll just go up high. We'll try and see if we can take Tony Kanaan on the high side. Oh, 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 Tony Kanaan takes us. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. Oof. That was a bit of a run there, wasn't it? I think my car is pretty damaged. Let me see if I can bring up the little thingy. Yeah, we're pretty much dinged up here. But we got 18 seconds left in this, so it looks like we're going to end up finishing 7th in this heat race. Because I don't think I can catch up with Marco Andretti. Ay, Chase. Anyway, 2 laps of racing to go. Once Bonnie the Bunny takes the white flag here, we'll have 1 lap of racing to go, and then we'll go into the main event. Ooh, we're catching up close to Marco Andretti. I think we're going to run out of a little bit of time here. Let's see. Near the bottom. Ooh. Can't get it done. Ah, damn. So 7th place in Heat 2. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. Now, before we begin this next race, I gotta do one quick thing really quick. So give me a few seconds. We're back. Sorry about that, everybody. Had to fix my wheel a little bit because what happened was that my wheel ended up jumping its connection. So now we got that fixed. All right, so we start fourth in this. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll win this? Let's find out. So here we go. Ernie Francis Jr., By the Body, and Bobby Santos. Here we go. Green flag. This will be a 35 lap race. So let's get this going. We're stuck up here on the high side. Here comes Scott Speed underneath us. I hadn't seen him all race. Get around By the Body here. Ooh, we're going 3 wide. 3 wide already. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Scott Speed got into us. Yikes. And bumped us up the racetrack. Here comes Michael Waltrip and Tony Stewart underneath. But we should have the better lineup here. Actually, that's Marco Andretti. I'm sorry. It's not Tony Stewart, but he gave us a little bump. But now let's get this car under control. There we go. Now we're up into the 4th position. One thing to note about Lucas Oil Raceway is that it's a very old surface. It's a very old surface, and it's a really beautiful track. I really like it. So now we go underneath By the Body and Michael Waltrip. Or excuse me, Bobby Santos. I'm sorry. So now we set our sights on Ernie Francis Jr. Make our way to lap number 5. Boy, Ernie Francis is really sticking it out there. I mean, he's got like an 0.8 of a second lead ahead of us, but we should be able to catch him here pretty soon. Got a little bit high there, but let's see if we can try and catch him. Right now he's got an 0.8 of a second lead, but we can still catch him. Come on. Ooh, got a little loose up there, a little bit loosey-goosey. It's like we keep slipping up the track a little bit. It's like we're a little bit on the loose side. Almost too loose. But now here we go. We're going turn number 2 down the back straightaway, and we're catching Ernie Francis's draft. You can't really draft in these cars, but you get a little bit. So right now, Ernie Francis is the leader. We sit second. By the Body third. Bobby Santos is 4th, and Marco Andretti back there in the 5th position. We're coming up here to lap number 10 with about 25 laps to go. I don't think we're going to end up lapping anybody here, but as you can see, it's turned into a two-car deal. I'm not too sure why the rear end is so twitchy on these cars. Like, do you see that really close? Take a closer look at Ernie Francis Jr.'s tail section there when we get close enough again, because it's kind of like just wiggling everywhere. Yeah, see how it's kind of twitching a little bit? I don't know if that's a graphics glitch or something, but I will say, despite the fact that there's a low turnout in streamer numbers, there's a big turnout. There's actually a smooth stream here, because I can see it on my other screen, and it's beautiful. So that's good news. That's really good news, because this is the first ever time I'm streaming SRX. And it probably will not be the last. 23 laps to go. Hey, I got an idea. How about we go on the bumper cam? And let's see how close we can get up. We can get back up to Ernie Francis. Give him a little bump here. Just a little how do you do bump. Nothing too fancy here. Just You know, let them know, hey, we're right here. Let's bring it down. Now we're going to be at the official halfway point of the race. Ooh, take it easy. 21 laps to go. I don't know, folks. Are we going to be able to pass Ernie Francis Jr.? Or is he going to steal the win from us? We're right on board here. Give him another little bump. Right now we're just intimidating him. We're not looking to wreck him, because that's not my character. What we're looking to do is just intimidate him a little bit, and then when the timing is right, we will pass him. Because I know I have a pretty good car that can do this. It's just we gotta time the pass correctly. 19 laps to go. We can also look over here, and as you can see, we do have the best lap of the race at an 18.863. So now we'll bring this little thing back over. Ooh. I think we actually are going to catch up to some lap traffic here in a bit. I don't know who's at the very back, but we shall see if we can get up to them. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Not quite. Had to get out of the gas there because I was pushing up the track a little bit. Here we go. Just a nice little bump. Nothing too fancy here. And this is probably one of my most favorite racetracks, so I would love to win here. I'd love to do the double, but we'll see. You can see on the road map there, or the track map, exactly where we are and where everybody else is. I wish they would put the numbers up so you could see, you know, who's who. Come on, baby. Keep it going. And these cars take a good bit of skill too, because if you could see my hands right now, I'm fighting control for this car. 14 laps to go. Ernie Francis has been the dominant car here, so he'll get the points for leading the most laps. That's for sure. But let's see what we can do here. Just get right up. Nice little love tap. Nothing more than that. You just kind of want to bide your time a little bit, but you don't want to bide it too much. Because if you bide it too much, then you'll lose your chance to possibly pass these guys. 12 laps to go. Now I'll tell you what, this is probably going to be the shortest stream ever, I think, because, yikes, this is amazing. Ooh, careful, with 11 laps to go. Ooh, Ernie Francis just slipped up the track a little bit. That'll promote us to the race lead. Will it? Oh, I got a little too low. Oh, yikes, yikes, yikes. Give it to Francis with 10 to go. He's stuck on the outside, we're here on the inside. But he does have a little bit extra momentum on the high side as we get into him. Oh, it's going to be a drag race. As we come off of the corner, we will take the race lead. Oh, yeah. So we actually pulled our move, but did we pull it too early? That's the next question. Oof. Because my car is loose. My car is a little bit too loose. Ernie Francis is trying again. He's right there in my tire tracks. 8 laps to go. Ooh, easy does it there. Easy does it. You don't want to screw this thing up. There we go. We're leaving a little bit of a gap there, with 7 laps to go. Looks like Ernie Francis has used up all of his stuff, everybody. And we're catching up to some lap traffic ahead of us, and that's not really gonna help him, nor is it gonna help me. As we come off of the final corner, 6 laps of racing to go. Tell you what, this is gonna be huge, everybody, because this will be the first time on stream that I will have won something in a racing game live on stream. Is that Elio Castro Navis running 12th? Wow, he struggled tonight, which is weird because this track is usually someplace that he would do really good at. Jeez. Four laps to go. Ernie Francis is getting smaller and smaller in our rearview mirror. We get underneath Elio Castro Navis, getting very loose there. Remember, pick and choose your fights. And then there's Willie T. Ribs up there, so there goes Elio 1 lap down. So now we're going to be putting Willie T. Ribs lap down, probably. 3 laps to go. Ooh, Ernie Francis has caught up to the back section of Castro Navis. He's only 0.8 of a second behind me, but I think he's going to run out of laps. 2 laps of racing to go. Let's get underneath Willie T. Ribs here, and let's try and pass him and put him 1 lap down. There we go. He's going to give us the bottom, and we go right in. Here we go, everybody. It's the Credit One Bank. 1 lap to go. At this junction, if anything happens, it will end the race. But here we go, everybody. It's been a fun 2 races. We won the super late model race. But now, coming out of turn number 3 and 4, we will take the checkered flag in the SRX series. Yes! Yes! Look at that finishing order. So we take home the win. Ernie Francis Jr. 2nd, Bobby Labonte 3rd, 4th goes to Bobby Santos, 5th Scott Speed, 6th goes to Marco Andretti, 7th Michael Waltrip, 8th Tony Stewart, 9th Tony Kanaan, Paul Tracy 10th, and then rounding out the field is Willie T. Ribs and Elio Castro Navis. Oh my god, that was fun. Hope you guys all had a great time on this stream, because that was really, really good. Whew. Okay, so this was kind of a short stream. I think it only lasted for about an hour, but fear not, everybody, because next week I plan to do some streams, some more streams. Will it be this game, or it might be a different game? I don't know. But anyway, that's going to do it for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, or whatever night it is that you're watching this. And I'll see you guys next time here on the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. And by the way, Season 2 of Wonders of Painting will be coming sometime in August. Thank you, Chase. I'll tell you what. You just don't know what racing is until you've done it. And this old girl here did the trick. Anyway, see you guys next time on the stream. Until